Hey everybody and welcome. This is Dr. Heather and I am here with my dear friend,
Monica Dixon.
I am from Overland Park, Kansas, and Miss Monica is from
Bossier City, Louisiana.
We are here in Dallas, Texas at the Omni Hotel. I'm sorry it's super light. We thought we were going to miss some sun here. Let me see if I can fix this up. But today I just want to really do a quick little check-in. I can't fix the light, guys. And thanks for jumping on. Let us know where you're coming from.
We're glowing like angels.
We are glowing, guys. I don't know what's happening. I'm trying to fix the light. Okay, I guess we're going to be super bright. What's happening, Monica?
I don't know. That's wild.
All right, guys, I guess we're just going to be super untanned, and so it's more about the words that we're talking about than what's happening. We were super worried about the, I almost tried to invite Dave to the screen. Anyway, you guys, what I wanted to do is I just want to touch base. I've had a few hundred questions this week about, can you just make it simple? Stop the science talk. Tell me what I need to do. So that's what I want to do tonight, and I'm going to give you a little bit of homework. So I know oftentimes we talk about fasting, intermittent fasting, all these words can get super crazy and super confusing, right?
It can.
People are like, well, I'm keto, and then I would say, well, are you checking your ketones? Because if you're keto and you're fat adapted, then you should be showing positive for ketones. Just because you're eating a low carb and you think a keto diet doesn't actually mean you're keto unless you're burning fat for fuel. So I want to just verify that because I had a lot of questions like, what's the keto deal? So there's a lot of keto deals going on because I know for myself, it was hard when I first started the ketogenic diet years ago. It was hard to stay in ketosis, so I absolutely had to check them. So Monica, you've checked your ketones throughout the last couple years. How do you normally check yours?
So the main way, I think...
Still gonna mess with the light.
Okay, you keep working on the light. You know, it's really about how I feel. I, in the beginning, did do the, that's weird, did the little keto sticks.
Urine strips.
The urine strips. And, you know, but to me, it's not about the purple on the stick. It is truly about how I feel. So I know there are different ways. And then we also have the breath analyzer.
That's good. Okay,
That's better. So that's another way. And what was so crazy, mine always registered so much higher than my husband Ralph, and so that was a little bit confusing. So you know, I just kind of keep it simple, and you know, I know how I feel, and for my body, it's a little bit different than Ralph's body.
Yeah, and for feeling like I have to feel that super, super dry mouth. I have to know that my urine smells. I have to know that my breath smells. The problem is if you actually go low carb and your fats aren't high enough and you don't allow your liver to actually tap into your ketones, you'll actually slow your metabolic rate down. So I know people, once they get in a groove and you know what your ketones are, it's easy to stay there. But I do encourage you to check them to make sure you're having safe practices. But tonight was about basics, so I got off on a little detour. I know Monica had a detour getting here from Mississippi. So the basic, guys, what I want to have you do is make it very, very simple. This is your homework for the next 4 or 5 days, and we're going to actually just roll it on back. There's a great book called Going Back to Basics by Dr. Mary Frost. I highly recommend Mary Frost, Going Back to Basics. But what I want you to do is just make it super simple. Eat real food. Make a pot roast tomorrow. Put some carrots and celery and onion in there. Leave the potatoes out. Have some chicken wings with your kiddos. Have some green beans with a little bit of bacon and maybe some butter. Or maybe have a big taco salad and have it with lettuce or pork rinds and olives, avocados. Make it super simple. People get really crafty, or they almost put too much energy in trying to make this perfect fat bomb, and people still don't understand what a fat bomb is. So they're making all these really big recipes, or difficult recipes, I'm going to say, and they're missing the whole point of what it is. So we go back to basics. You're gonna eat 4 to 6 vegetables a day. Keep it greener. The greener the better. That's where those trace minerals come from. 50% cooked, 50% raw. I'll put the instructions back on top. So what was that? 4 to 6 servings of vegetables, 50% raw, 50% cooked. I'm trying to see if she's paying attention.
I'm like, wait a minute, now I'm confused.
So the basics is really, number one, we all know this. We have to have oxygen to live. We can only go a few minutes. So practice that deep belly breathing. Number one, every single day. When you start getting anxious, getting nervous, one person traveling with us lost her driver's license. It's easy to get short of breath, which actually heightens the nervous system. We need to slow down. Monica had to take a big detour. That could actually cause her to be short of breath. We need to slow down and do belly breathing, because Breathing is the number one essential thing for life. The second thing is water, guys. So belly breathing is just putting your hand on your tummy, doing nice big breaths. If you have difficulty going to bed, you wake up in the middle of the night, breathe. If you have anxiety while you're driving or while you're at dinner, maybe your hostess is terrible, just slow down and breathe. Put your hand on your tummy. We don't want to do this because that's nervous breathing. We want to breathe out with our belly. So breathe, breathe, breathe. Number 2 is get your water in. You wake up, you have water in your body. We can go days and weeks without food, guys. A male who is 40 years old, so almost like our Ralphs, we both have Ralphs, 10% body fat, has 40,000 stored calories. If you burn 3,000 calories a day, that means that person can go 10 or 15 days, right? We can go 2 to 3 minutes without oxygen, 2 to 3 days without water. That is it. That's all the longer our body will survive. So the most important thing is breathing, then water. So the basics is making sure you're getting at least half your body's weight in water. We're in an air conditioning room. We're going to be in conferences, hotels. Very, very easy to get dehydrated. So make sure that you're getting plenty of water in. And as it starts to get cooler, people think, well, I'm not sweating as much. I don't need the water, which actually the air conditioner will actually dehydrate you quicker than just a normal sweat from a workout. So water, half your body's weight in water. And please don't guess on your water. I want you to measure it. Take a big step back and say, well, I think I'm getting enough water. You know, is this 6 ounces? Is this 8 ounces? I hear people all the time, well, I have water with me. Is it getting into your body, or are you just taking it with you in your car? I hear all the time, well, I have my water bottle. When did you fill it up? So make sure you're getting water. Then the third thing is just the basics of eating. We're not going to check ketones this week. We're not going to get on the scale. We're going to be mindful. 4 to 6 servings of vegetables. And actually, as soil depleted as we are, get this, Monica, we need 11 servings of vegetables. And that is not corn and peas, guys. That is green leafy stuff, radishes, zucchini, peppers, kohlrabi, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts. What's your favorite veggies?
You know, I have become such a fan of spinach. Spinach it's just easy. It's easy, easy, easy.
But get this, guys, it takes 65 cups of spinach in today's organic market to equal 1 cup of spinach from the 1940s. We are that macronutrient depleted. So get your veggies in, juice them, saute them. 4 cups of spinach makes like a little saute dish about the size of this big. It's not very big. I love to do lots of cabbages as well. All those kind of cruciferous vegetables are great for our liver and great for cleaning out stuff. They actually work like Brillo pads to scoot out excess estrogen, excess fat. So veggies, 4 to 6 a day. Then make sure you're eating clean meats. That is not processed meats. It's not the Atkins. It's not the cured hot dogs. It's not the pastrami. It's not that kind of stuff. It is just real meat. It's a piece of fish. It's a hamburger, homegrown if you can, chicken, fish. Don't make it difficult. Don't put all the coating on, all the barbecue sauces. So just nice homegrown meats if you can get them. But again, process is where we sometimes get all caught up. I know I've got some beef sticks with me, but I try to make sure they were nitrate free, gluten free. They have to be refrigerated, which means they probably have less processed stuff in them. And then really just get your healthy fats in on the side. So a handful of nuts, a nice avocado. People worry about electrolytes all the time. I don't take electrolytes. I do a lot of fasting just for my immune system and for my muscle strength. And half an avocado has 500 milligrams of potassium. You don't need to get the electrolytes in. I do encourage lots of sodium. So make sure you're putting sea salt. Natural sea salt is the same thing as kosher salt. Pink Himalayan sea salt. I have a nice little YouTube video that's getting salty because people ask me all the time, well, is sea salt the same thing as Celtic salt, the same thing as kosher salt, the same thing as pink Himalayan, black volcanic? That's all natural salt that came from the ocean bed that has all those trace minerals that we need. So our basics is, I'm going to make Monica review because she's getting ready to tug me outside. Monica, what's the number one thing we're going to do?
Well, the number one thing, I've got to breathe.
That's number one.
Number 1. Number 2, I've got to hydrate. Number 3, I've got to eat more veggies. Veggies, and primarily green ones. And so that's pretty much what I'm doing. And when I'm not doing it, I don't feel as good. So Heather's like, are you breathing? Are you hydrated? Y'all, if you're not hydrated, you're not going to feel fabulous.
Headache, constipation, bloating, you get lymphatic storage. But when we talk about breathing all the time, it just relaxes the whole nervous system. We're overstressed, we're exposed to lights, we're exposed to toxins. But I'm going to roll back to that fat thing. So oftentimes you'll see on Ask Dr. Heather, Eat when hungry, eat fat first. And that is true because that creates satiety, but we want those raw vegetables next because they're live enzymes. That's real growing living food. So we talk about gut bugs, gut bacteria, when you can eat natural broccoli sprouts. So those are great to put on your salad. Great to have those raw vegetables, all those mixed Mediterranean greens, not the romaine, what's the head of lettuce, iceberg lettuce stuff. It does get water in you. But again, I'm gonna back up with water, not sparkling water, guys. It actually fills you up and you won't drink as much water. Carbonated water, just drink water. I don't care if it's reverse osmosis, filtered, just the sparkling stuff actually can not get enough water in. And people think that it helps them when they're trying to diet because it makes them feel fuller, but it also doesn't get you hydrated as much as you should be. So recap real quick, going back to the basics, your challenge in the next 5 days, and we're gonna be checking in with you. Today's about breathing. Take 5 big breaths in. Every time you feel nervous, excited, you feel rushed, something doesn't go right, your coupon's outdated, you have to take a detour, you lost your driver's license, you can't get to sleep at night, you can't turn your head off, your kids do something bad like not turn in homework. That's not really devastating, right? Anyway, breathe first. Then I want you drinking water before anything. Water before your coffee, water before your tea, water before bedtime. Keep a lot of water keep a little bit of water by your bedtime. I know I'm in a hotel. I forgot my humidifier, so I know I'm really trying to hydrate today. Flew in the airplane, which actually dehydrates you as well. Then start focusing on that food. When you get those first 2 pieces in line, everything else comes in really, really easy. And we do want to say hi to everybody joining us. And I do want to let you know where you're coming from. Super happy to have 30 peeps on here tonight. I don't even know what time it is. We're waiting to go get our friends. They did the amazing lab tour. So we're going to have some new releases tomorrow. We are here at Keto Academy. We have some leading speakers who are going to bring us the leading research, doctors, educators, forethinkers of what's happening in the ketone space. So I'll give you a quick summary of that. But your homework again, breathe, which means slow down, drink your water, and get your green leafy stuff in. Monica and I and Dr. Jamie are right in the middle of kicking off our 10-day keto kickstart. So if you want more information about our 10-day keto kickstart, we do 2 times a month. It's because we know that you can do anything for 10 days. These are some of just the very easy hacks and nuggets that we give you to actually get your body ready going to be a fat burning machine. But again, we're not checking ketones this week. We are simply going back to the basics, slowing it way down. We are going to breathe, drink water, eat some fat, eat some greens, keep it clean. And so fats are not going to sell chocolate covered nuts. Don't eat an avocado. Have some olives, have some olive oil, have some sesame seeds. Just keep it clean, guys, and keep it really, really simple. And that's what I want to encourage you to do. It is so sometimes overwhelming when you go to Pinterest and think I'm going to make these great, really fat keto, low carb, paleo recipes, and you don't have the ingredients for it. Like I did last night, I made 3 snacks for you guys, right? I made a granola, I made 2 different types of cookies in less than 11 minutes. So easy. Anyway, I'm gonna go. So happy to have Monica here. We're gonna go spend some time together without the phone, without the Wi-Fi. So thank you guys for joining us. If you're watching on a replay, put a sunflower down because sunflower is the flower of Kansas. And then low carb KC information, hop over to that page, low carb KC, October 19th and 20th. Please don't miss it. I know Dave and Deanna are gonna be there. I know Monica's gonna be there with a lot of other leading thought leaders. So hop over to low carb KC so we can let you in and see what amazing things are happening, amazing trips you can actually enter to win, some cruises, things like that, plus amazing education. So again, keep it simple. Sorry I was long-winded. I'll pop on tomorrow and check in with you guys. Have a beautiful, amazing night. Thanks again for joining us, guys. Ready?